Find your way home. You are free.
We're taking our ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was our last wish.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
What's up, ladies and gents? Tinker230 here. Hope everyone's having a great day. So welcome back to the monthly series, What Are You Playing This Month? Where I ask you what you'll be playing in the next 30 or so days. Thanks for sticking by the channel and me as I work some stuff out, which is why I've just been doing some single episodes of random, hopefully cool looking games that you might not have heard about. Speaking of which, I would like to continue Ion Maiden. I had a lot of fun with that, and I'm having a lot of fun with Far Cry 5, so I'll just keep plugging away, and I would really enjoy all your company as I continue to upload. So let's begin.
Or his own?
The longer you wait, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
You're next! I'll rip you!
I never owned a PS2, and I never got into the God of War series. I remember playing the demo for 2 at High's house. I was on a boat, and we were fighting a Kraken or something like that with huge tentacles. Years passed. Then I watched Vince play some God of War 3. Pretty much just the beginning, a bit of the middle, then the end when he defeated Zeus. It was a fight that just kept ramping up. And yeah, that's my history with God of War. Nothing even PSP related either. So upon seeing the new God of War for the first time, I enjoyed Kratos' new beard, as we all did. But I really enjoyed the fact that the camera was moved directly behind Kratos, allowing for a more immersive experience, at least I think, compared to how the camera was sometimes fixed in the previous God of War games. Now, I'm not knocking how the camera work was done before. On the contrary, it allowed the player to feel a sense of scale and atmosphere in the biggest of set pieces, while being a bit more focused in quieter moments. It's just the change to an over-the-shoulder camera makes me feel closer to the action during gameplay, and with it, as we've seen in gameplay footage, some changes to how Kratos will control. I decided not to watch that much footage of it to keep things fresh as I explore this frozen tundra of a setting that will definitely be stained in monster blood soon. God of War is out April 20.
Our ancestors reached for the stars, forging a bright new civilization across thousands of worlds. But that time is past. For where humanity goes, war follows.
From the folks that brought us Shadowrun Returns, Dragonfall, and Hong Kong, plus Necropolis, Harebrained Schemes looks to be bringing it with some turn-based mech action in the form of BattleTech, and I'm excited. The year is 3025, and I quote, "The galaxy is trapped in a cycle of perpetual war fought by noble houses with enormous mechanized combat vehicles called battle mechs. It feels a bit XCOM-ish, especially since you can recruit, customize, and develop mech warriors, plus improve and customize your dropship and take missions from noble houses and local factions. In terms of gameplay, terrain and positioning can be used to your advantage, as well as what weapons you'll choose from your arsenal. You can even upgrade mechs in the mech lab from Battlefield Salvage from fallen foes. It looks like a lot of fun, and since I never got back into XCOM 2, I'm sorry. If I can customize you all in here, I'll do just that." BattleTech is out April 24th.
Does not sway your mercenary heart. Then let's talk money.
おい、なんじゃあまり時間がねえ。早いとこ済ませてんだがな。
Yakuza is a series that I really want to get into, and it hasn't been for lack of trying. For a game dubbed a sort of spiritual successor to Shenmue, and Shenmue being one of my favorite games, you'd think I'd just step into it and that would be it, swallowed by a virtual city in Japan. But it hasn't been that way. Maybe it's because I just never started off the series from the beginning when it first came out. Though now it can be remedied by playing Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami, along with the announced not too long ago Yakuza Kiwami 2. I'm still waiting for Yakuza 0 to get cheaper actually. I played a bit of 4, enjoyed it, but I just didn't stick with it. I think my attention span is actually getting shorter. I want to eventually play Yakuza 6 because it looks awesome, plus it's Kazuma Kiryu's final story. Even though I would like to experience the series from the start, it's going to take a lot of hours, and I might just have to piece everything together out of order. But I know, if I ever get into it fully, I think it might consume my gaming life for a long time. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, is out April 17th.
Despite our best efforts, one by one, humanity's kingdoms fell. Now, only Lorem Remains.
I think most everyone's first thought of Extinction, especially if they watch anime, is that this looks a lot like Attack on Titan. Tiny humans hacking up colossal giants. In this case, ogres. And the main character doesn't seem to need any maneuvering gear whatsoever. That's one agile human. The game is developed by Iron Galaxy, the folks who made the newest Killer Instinct, and it looks like it could be a lot of fun. I mean, hacking limbs off giant ogres sounds like my idea of a good time, especially when you see it fall after a heated battle. I honestly haven't read up that much about it, so I don't know if you can upgrade your character named Avil. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I hope each fight with a randomly generated ogre is enough to sustain the excitement. It could be a sleeper hit. It's out April 10th.
I'll see you on the other side.
It seems to react to the boy's presence. The boy should be cautious.
I was going to do Lightfall last month, but then it got delayed close to its release date. I was probably going to do one video, but it looks like it just has so much awesomeness I might just do a series. In Lightfall, you control a device called the Shadow Core. Essentially, you can spawn a magic box underneath you to create platforms for yourself, which can propel you to move across the levels at your own pace. It's an interesting mechanic, making your own platforms in a platforming game, so I'm curious to see how the levels will be like with Shadow Core in hand. It's developed by Bishop Games, and it's out sometime in April. It doesn't have a set date yet. The first time I saw Frostpunk, I thought to myself, that's really cool, a city builder in a frozen world. Then I thought of Hoth. But anyway, here's the game's description from the Steam page because I can't think of anything to say. In an ultimately frozen world, people develop steam-powered technology to oppose the overwhelming cold. The city ruler has to manage both the inhabitants and the infrastructure the citizens live in. Leaders' tactical skills face challenges, frequently questioning morality and the basic foundation of what we consider an organized society. Here, optimization and resource management often clash with empathy and thoughtful decision-making. While city and society management consume most of the ruler's time, at some point exploration of the outside world is necessary to understand its history and present state. What decisions will you make so the society can survive? What will you do when pushed to the limits? And who will you become in the process? I hope it's good. It's out April 24th. On a side note, Nintendo Labo is out April 27th, but I also have dates that say it's April 20, so it's either of those dates. But anyway, I'm still not sure what to think of this. It could be fun, but honestly, I'm glad Nintendo comes up with these ideas that we never really would have even imagined. You gotta take chances and you gotta innovate. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. You just learn from it, but you just gotta keep moving forward. As for me, stay tuned for some more Ion Maiden, Far Cry 5, and hopefully some Monster Hunter World, along with BattleTech, definitely, and other single episodes, as well as a few surprises here and there. So with all that behind us, let me turn my head toward you all and ask, what are you playing this month? That's going to be it for this episode. The list of games is down in the description below. So if y'all made it this far, thanks for watching, and as always, take care, and Tenga 230 out. Alright y'all, game on everybody. Keep smiling, thanks for the support, and I'll see you next month.